And how are you today? This is Reverend Jess Foglesong from Touched by God Church. And our lesson today is called God's Presence Ensures an Automatic Role. And so we'll look at this today. And so let's take a look at this. God's presence is confirmed by His light. You look out there and you see light. You see the sun. You see the brightness of the day. Just as He promised the Israelites during their journey through the wilderness. He said, I will be with you no matter what, and I will provide you with food daily in the form of manna. And it became automatic. Every morning for 40 years, during an entire generation, God provided this very special food. And the chosen people of God were grateful, at least for the most part. And as I stated, it became expected or automatic for the manna to be there in the morning. God had stated to them in a covenant to trust who He was, their provider, their protector, for as long as they followed the established laws that were put in place. Within the law there was order and peace. Outside the law was chaos and death. And so the children of Israel technically had to be the role models for all of humanity. God came down to earth and chose a group of people, and in a way counted on them to fulfill a broken law. Not an easy task for a stubborn and restless bunch. And food and water were not a problem as the 12 tribes of Israel meandered through the hot desert. And I often wonder of all the things that we, the people of today, take for granted. We take for granted that the sun will rise in the east every morning, and that there will always be stars in the evening sky, weather permitting, of course. And how about the seasons? We take it for granted that the winter will arrive and some of the trees will drop their leaves, and there will be a spring and summer and autumn. It is automatic. It is expected. What about a baby? A mother is pregnant for 9 months, and naturally she is careful through those months not to aggravate the situation, stay in good health, and so forth. But really, pregnancy is also automatic. Even the birth of the infant, whether you like it or not, it will be born. And surely it is advantageous to have a doctor there to manage the wonderful event. But again, it is generally an automatic metamorphosis. When you cut yourself, blood naturally starts to flow to the wound opening. And you may or may not cover the wound to stop the bleeding. But really, even if you did not cover it with gauze, the bleeding would eventually stop automatically due to coagulation of the blood. And in turn, the healing process automatically begins as the white blood cells rush to the area, while the antibodies attack the invasion of germs. And before you know it, in just a few days, the wound automatically disappears. Plant life is plentiful and automatically flourishes in just about all parts of the earth. You go to the store and buy seed or a bulb or even a small plant. Take it home, dig a hole in the ground, and place them just a few inches below. Give it a little water, and just a few days automatically a stem or plant or flower emerges. And sometimes a thing of beauty blossoms. It is the mystery of life, the wonder of life. God is an automatic God. He puts into place within nature, within all of matter and the physical properties of this earth and universe, an automatic system that protects us from the chaos of life. Unfortunately, life is imperfect. There are times in nature, just as in things that are made by man, that have flaws, and therefore the automatic process flounders. Cancer, Alzheimer, malformations, SIDS, infant death, and so many diseases. And as well, we wishfully would always want pleasant weather. But instead we have the flaws of nature, hurricanes, tornadoes, and earthquakes. God cannot protect us in every aspect of life, but His automatic system certainly diminishes the hardships and turmoil. His simple presence, His light, alone pushes away the darkness that ever constantly encroaches all around us, everywhere. The dark forces of evil hover close by, wanting to devour us and send us into oblivion. But only God, our Father and Creator, stands in their way, shrouding us, holding us up, keeping us safe, and within God's plans and purposes is certain. As we make our way home to our eternal place of residence, the new Jerusalem, not literal, coming out of the wilderness and finding the land of milk and honey, the kingdom of God. So we'll stop right there.